Today is going to be all about behind the scenes, where you get to learn about how I film and how I get inspiration for my videos and how I do all the things I do for these videos. Is another tag. Today's tag is the behind the scenes tag, and I know it was co-created. I only know one of the co-creators, and that is ReadbyZoe, who I just found out about her channel, and she is so freaking adorable. She's just, I don't know, she's so cute. I love her. So I will leave her link down below. Definitely go subscribe to her. I think she is awesome. And she tagged me in her video, so I thought, you know, let's do this. Now I have created another video strictly about this behind the scenes, which you can click right here to go visit. But these are just some questions that maybe I haven't talked about, or maybe I haven't said enough. I don't know. But let's get on to the questions about behind the scenes. Question number one is, where do you find inspiration for your videos? And they come through a myriad of places. Like, some of it is from you guys. A lot of you guys will suggest videos for me to do, and sometimes I just come up with random ideas. I don't know how my brain works into these things, but I just get inspirations. I mean, booktube's pretty much what it is. You talk about books, so you can get inspiration just from books. You can create a whole slew of videos just from Harry Potter, whether it be costumes, whether it be talking about the characters in a video, whether it be talking about the in depth of a third book about it. You know, you can get so much inspiration strictly from books when you're on booktube. So there's just so many ways you can get inspiration. Just even being out and about and listening to music helps me get inspiration. Watching movies helps me get inspiration. Like, there's so many ways to get inspiration. Question number two is, do you have a Word document / notebook / etc. dedicated to video ideas? I do not have a notebook dedicated to video ideas, but I do keep like a page or two in my notebook. Now, this is something I do myself because I am a very organized, very meticulous type of person with lists and stuff. That's just who I am. So every single year I buy a new notebook for myself, and I write so many things in this notebook. Like, this is my notebook of 2013, and it used to be like this much full, but I've ripped out so many pages of just random stuff that it's now like super thin, if you can see. I write like things of my household bills, things to do, grocery lists, my photography stuff in here. I have music ideas. I have so many like lists of things I want. Like, this is just all of my stuff in here. Right here is a list of videos to do, and I cross them out and stuff like that. And yeah. And then I also, like, if I have other inspirations for ideas, like, here are some top 10 lists for some of the videos to do for top 10. So I've written my Buffy episodes, I've written some other future ones that I've thought of. Yeah. And then I have some other things. So I do keep my ideas in a notebook, because if I don't, I will forget them, and it would not be good. 3 is, how do you prep for a video? If it's a tag video, I do always print out the questions, or I have it on my iPhone. Now, for reviews, I usually do not write out a script or anything like that. I don't usually write out scripts a lot, honestly, but for sometimes when I have reviews where I have a whole bunch to say, I do like to type some stuff out, because if not, it would be a freaking 20-minute video of me just going la 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 la. Like, I need to have some sort of cohesive thoughts. Other stuff, I do script out my new release Tuesdays for This Week and Why, because that just has to be scripted out. And that, I really don't script out a lot of stuff. Usually what you see is just me talking to you, like natural. Like, you know, it's like one-on-one kind of stuff. Like right now, I didn't prep for this at all. How long does it take you to prepare for your appearance for a video? It depends the state of my hair, honestly. Like, today I woke up and I straightened it and I put makeup on, and it took me maybe like 45 minutes. Like, not too shabby, not too bad. That's usually what I'd say. I've never taken more than an hour, I will say, to get ready for a video, because that just baffles me. But whatever. What time of day do you film? I usually film anywhere from morning to afternoon. That's just what I do usually. 6 is show / tell where you film. I've shown this before in my behind the scenes video, but you know, whatever, we'll do it again. I film in my living room. Now, these bookshelves are in my living room, so I have this kind of nook like area. I call this my book nook, or like my just reading nook, and I film right in here. How I film is a whole complicated mess. It's ridiculous. I will show you right now what's going on. Right now I'm about to take you to my iPhone so you can see what it looks like when I do film. This is my camera. As you can see, it is hooked up to this wire, and this wire leads to this monitor right here. Hello. And that monitor plugs in over there, and I use this to focus because this does not focus. So this is where I film, and this is how I film. Number 7 is natural lighting or studio lighting. I mean, I'm right, literally. A window is right here, like I'm touching the window. So I use natural light because I love the sun. As a photographer, I'm also a natural light shooter. I just know how to work that best. Now, the sun is a little tricky guy, and sometimes the videos will go, oh, and it just makes me crazy, but you're the sun. I mean, the sun's the sun, and I still love the sun, and you're a great light, son. Good job. What type of camera do you film with? Now, I'm not going to tell you that you need this camera. I'm not going to tell you anything like that. I use a Canon 5D Mark II. Now, yes, that is a DSLR camera, and yes, it does cost a lot of money. I will tell you this. I did not buy this camera for this channel at all. I'm a photographer, so this is the camera I use for photography. It happens to have a great video feature, which I use, so that is what I use. I will say you don't need any fancy equipment. I say as long as you have like just any type of camera and you have great lighting to me will make the quality of your video amazing. Like if you film by a window and you have great lighting, not that it blows you out, but if you just have really good light, I think that makes a video. That is just me personally. Not everyone is different. So if you're taking away from this and you need to buy this camera, no. You can use any camera you want. Just work with what you got. I mean, you can make amazing videos on anything nowadays. Like anything. Number 9 is, do you ever script your videos / go off of outline? I just talked about that, kind of, sort of. I'd say 70% no, 30% yes. 70% of the time I don't. I'm just freewheeling, so yeah. Number 10, if you edit your videos, what program do you use? And I use good old iMovie, and another thing, you do not need any type of expensive stuff. Now I will say this, I used to use the old iMovie before. I just recently, in this past month, got the Mac Update Mavericks, and that came with like a whole new iMovie, and I will tell you this, the new iMovie is a lot more professional than the old iMovie, and I think they changed some things and they added some features, and it does take time to get used to, but I will say I love the new iMovie way better than the old iMovie. Like I can feel like I can do a lot more with it. I think it just changed for awesome, for the better. I love the new iMovie, and it's still free, I think. If not, it can't be that expensive. So iMovie is perfect. Now I will say, if you use PC, you can use Windows Movie Maker, but I hate Windows Movie Maker. That is just me. I've used it for far too many years, and it's just a pain in my butt. But if you want to use it, great. It's free. Whatever you want to do. You don't need to get Final Cut Pro or Vegas or anything like that. You can just work with what you got. But if you want to use those stuff, that's cool too. 11, how long are your unedited videos before you scale them down? It depends. Usually they're not too bad. I will say my review videos are the most. Sometimes I will go into my review videos and they're like 15 minutes long, and I'm like, I need to scale this down to 10 minutes, but sometimes I can't even do that. So they're usually not more than 5 minutes longer than my intended edited videos. I will say that, so that's pretty good. How many times do you try to film per week? I usually try to take one day out of the whole week just to film, and yeah. And that goes on to question 13 is, how often do you pre-film videos? And I am constantly pre-filming videos just because that is who I am. I'm a very organized person. I like to have my videos up on a certain day just because that's who I am. Don't take away from this, that's how you need to do it. This is just who I am. So, like right now I'm filming this on a Tuesday, and it's probably going to be, I probably have filmed this a week before it's going up. And how long will a typical video take from you setting up your equipment to uploading? Oh, good. Setting up my equipment, that's probably the most time it takes. It takes me a good 10 to 15 minutes to set all this stuff up and get ready for it. Now to uploading, if I were to strictly take this video right upstairs to upload it to YouTube and stuff, I will say it takes a good 2 to 3 maybe hours, because I like editing. That's just me. I like adding text, I like adding pictures, I like doing all that stuff. That's just the editor in me. I love doing that. So roughly around that. Usually, like right now, I don't have to rush because I pre-filmed this video, so I can take my time on it. So that was behind the scenes tag. So thank you so much to ReadbyZoe for tagging me. I was excited to do this. Hopefully you guys learn more about my behind the scenes and all that kind of stuff. And if you guys want to do this video, feel free to do it and leave me a link down below, because I think you can do that now with YouTube comments. I think. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.